Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing this Berserker run that we've been working on for the last couple. And we're at a very powerful state. As you can see, we're just finishing up with Tango, and we've got a +6 plate mail on with anti-magic, actually. So we're not afraid of much right now. We've also got a bunch of rings available to us. Actually, surprisingly, using the Ring of Elements right now, just because it actually worked really well against Tengu. We were very slow for that fight because I didn't have enough strength to use the +6 armor, so I took a lot of damage from the what's the word? From the fire. But with the Ring of Elements on, I was only burning for 1 every tick, so it kind of didn't matter that I got hit by everything. We kind of just walked through all of Tengu's damage. I think we drank 1 health potion despite getting probably minimum score on Tengu in terms of dodging his AoE. We didn't dodge anything at all. But we were tanky enough that it didn't matter, so that was definitely the kind of experience I'm looking for with Berserker right now, so we're pretty happy it worked out that way. We're just triggering the Guardian Traps outright because it's effectively bringing enemies we wanted to fight anyway closer to us, and also bringing us a loot box in the form of the Guardians that spawn, so hopefully we don't have to wait too long for them to find us. Oh, and there's a magic enemy that's going to deal almost nothing to me because we have anti-magic. It's so nice to not worry about the casters. And I actually think because we're doing so strong on the armor front right now, we might not even, we might try to hold out for something better than the Greatsword. Especially because this +2 sword, just the tier 3 sword that we have, is putting in work. It's hitting for 5 to 28 damage right now, so that's actually about what an unupgraded greatsword does anyway. So we're I mean, obviously the greatsword's going to scale with upgrades much better, but just for this moment, it's working pretty well, and we might be able to wait for like a great axe or a glaive, one of the really big ones. I'm kind of glad that I wasn't able to say what to identify. Jade and silver, so we probably are picking up the gear there. I'm not super excited by those consumables. Maybe one of them is an XP potion, but I haven't identified XP yet, so... none of these are mimics, are they? I always get suspicious when I see a bunch of chests in a row. I'm like, one of them's going to be a mimic, but... I don't know. That might be the leftover Dark Souls player in me. One time in Anor Londo, I tried to open a chest, and it ate me, and I never trusted chests again. Such is the way. I had another Blast Wave wand, which is kind of insane. And that's why it isn't cursed either. How cool. Let's just shoot it till it's empty, and we can not identify it, but we can know what level it is. So it looks like it's a +1 actually, which we can tell because it had 3 shots there before it ran out of juice. We've been starving for a while too. Oh, we can actually use the Blast Wave wand to fish a little bit, which is nice. I think we can get that one. Yeah, there we go. So that gives us 3 pieces of mystery meat, and it saves us the invisibility potion. So it's pretty cool. And actually, since we just got all that food, we'll go ahead and celebrate by eating some of it. Happy Lunar New Year, I think, is the holiday that this steamed fish special item is celebrating. So, happy Lunar New Year if you celebrate, and if you don't and you're interested in learning about it, it's a pretty cool holiday. It's worth looking up and seeing what the customs are. So, I don't think there's anything else we're going to bother buying in that shop. We're kind of on cruise control at this point. Pretty much nothing should be dangerous to me. Maybe I still have to worry about the poison gas a little bit, and maybe the spiders are still going to present a little bit of a problem. But we are pretty stacked here in a way that's real nice. Yet another ring to add to the collection, and another uncursed ring. I think this is like the 6th unique ring that we've gotten, which is kind of insane for only being on floor 11. This is certainly a seed with a lot of good loot early, if you're looking to like copy and play along with any of these seeds. I know that can be fun for some people, but can't imagine everybody enjoys doing it, but excuse me. If you do, this is certainly one to check out. We're not going to put points in Strongman yet, just because we kind of want Enraged Catalyst should be pretty decent. And especially with, I don't actually know how that interacts with the anti-magic armor, but if it's anything like the Ring of Arcana, I expect that it probably just increases the amount of magic damage that's blocked by it, which is excellent, because it should already be blocking a ton of damage, and making our life real easy. But, you know, our stated goal is to get hit in the face a lot and hope that the enemy can take fewer hits to the face that we can, so we're never going to say no to some extra tankiness. We're always happy to have that here. And tankiness to magic damage is pretty cool. That might make me have to rethink how I fight Yogg, too. Because we have the anti-magic glyph on the seal, I'm actually in no danger of losing it, even if I upgrade my armor further in the future, just because I can like detach the seal before upgrading and then re-affix it. So we can actually plan around having this armor enchant long term, which isn't always the case. So that's kind of nice. Let's sleep on that healing plant. Cap out. Oh, a caster. We're gonna go ahead and kill the spider first, I think, because I think the poison damage is the only thing that can realistically happen to me and hurt me here, which that does look to be the case, because the poison didn't even get through my seal shield. That's awesome. Yeah. Of course, we're gonna run into the Berserker paradox, which is if you're doing well enough that you can take enough hits to generate rage, you're probably killing things before you generate full rage. And if you're not geared enough, you're dying before you can generate full rage. So it can be pretty tricky sometimes. Let's see, Scroll of Transmutation is pretty interesting. I'm not quite sure what we want to use it on yet. We've got a. Normally, I'd say we could use it on our wand, but I don't know. It's hard to be upset about having a second Blast Wave wand. You know, like that is just a good piece of kit to have. Because more Blast Waves are never bad. And it also has ground pressure, so we can use it to break traps like that, which is not always the most important, but it's kind of neat. How are we doing on upgrade scrolls? We've just got the one. We're going to hang on to it so we can jump on a weapon as soon as we find a... Ooh, we got a little bit burnt there. Back up to the water. And we got some mystery meat burning up, took some damage. You know, we'll go ahead and eat that mystery meat that burned up. And we'll take out the fish leftovers as well to get them out of our inventory. Katana, bomb. Is that everything in this floor? Kind of, but if I remember correctly, this is a secret floor, and I don't think I found any secret rooms. Yeah, it is a secret floor. Okay, what are we gonna put points in here? Let's go ahead and grab Enraged Catalyst. So. Oh wait, this doesn't affect armor. It only affects the weapon, and we don't have an enchantment on our weapon yet, so that's actually not doing anything for us. I guess we'll just spread our points out then. I'll put a point in Endless Rage. And I think we're gonna be slightly loose here, and we're gonna read the scroll that I think is magic mapping. Oh, that is not magic mapping. That surprises me. Oh, Sawilo was the one that I thought was magic mapping. Nope, that's also not magic mapping. Alright, we're going to play Gustafon reads all of his scrolls, looking for the magic mapping scroll. Finally finds it, to reveal the one secret room we missed. So, not completely wasted, but feeling a little bit lackluster on that, especially since I don't generally make much use of the... Maybe I should start thinking about that more, because it seems like it should be a pretty good item. Like, just the ability to throw a target at the enemies that they'll look at instead of me for a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and go down to floor 13. You can tell I'm getting arrogant with my gear right now, because I'm actually fighting the Null Scouts after they've gone into their like second health bar that just fades away, because they hit a lot harder during that phase, and generally because of that I just kind of run away from them. But I don't know, I'm feeling unstoppable right now. No already dead Null Scout's gonna do anything to me. How dare they think that we're on the same level here. Well, as soon as I said that, it died. Oh well, should have thought of that sooner, but you win some, you lose some. Let's see, there's a scroll of Rhino, which, is that upgrade right now? Yeah, it is. Continue taking some damage here. Yeah, we just can't build up rage. We're killing everything too fast. Which, I guess it's not a big deal. Like, the only reason we want rage in the first place is to kill things fast or take less damage, and while we're killing things too fast, rage is obviously not going to be an issue for us. We're going to go ahead and save that healing well for... Actually, we should do the blacksmith quest, and just let ourselves starve the entire time, and then heal at the healing well when we get back up. Because I think we're strong enough that, especially with this anti-magic armor, I don't think we should be able to take damage from anything that can possibly spawn during the blacksmith quest. So, let's go ahead and go do that. Hopefully it connects through here. If he drops something, it's going to trigger the trap, which is kind of a shame, but he did not drop anything, so... Crisis evolved. Or, resolved? That's not the way. Avoided. That's the word I was looking for. Why did I say resolved? Huh, who knows. We get a chasm kill on that spider. Man, we are masters of chasm killing right now with two wands of Blast Wave. There's part of me that wants to use the wand of Blast Wave as something that I level up by combining duplicates as well, but like I kind of like having multiple wands of Blast Wave. Like, it's just more charges, and I don't know. I don't really want to get rid of the second one by combining it into the first. We would still like to upgrade it, but alright, let's go ahead and knock out this blacksmith quest. And we got the Geomancer, which I guess we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I think I tend to complain about the blacksmith quest a lot, and I'm gonna try to stop doing that because I'm not here to put positive or negative energy out there into the world. That's not my stated goal here. And honestly, like, I complain about this game way too much for a game that's one of my favorite games. I guess that's a sign that people really enjoy your game, is that they think about it enough that they're like, I wish this bit was different. But then again, I guess there's also the you know, hey, I have all the tools available to write a fork and code this, so maybe I should shut up with my opinions about how I would change the game. Clearly I like it enough to play it extensively. I actually, I imagine Cleric will probably already be out by the time this video comes out, but currently at the time of recording, it isn't publicly released, and I haven't gone with the beta. Just because I was, you know, when the beta was announced is when I had just started doing these videos, and I kind of wanted to focus on the project I had laid out that I wanted to do first, but I am excited for Cleric, and we'll probably make that videos 11-12 will be both Cleric subclasses. Because I think after this, I only have Warlock and Assassin to do. And once those two are done, I don't know, I'm not sure if I'm going to do repeats. I'm obviously going to try to do at least 2 more for Cleric, but I don't know if we're still going to do Shattered Pixel Dungeon stuff, or we're just going to like switch to other games until there are some changes, or like maybe if there's like specific builds I want to try, but I don't know. I'm not like, obviously I enjoyed this game a ton. I enjoyed it enough to make as many videos as I have on it, but I just don't know how much content I can actually make out of this game. Which, maybe that's on me for spending so much time playing a phone game, basically. But, I don't know. There's a lot of complexity and depth to this game. I think it's a lot of fun, and it's, it really rewards you for, like, thinking hard about it, or playing to the mechanics, expertly, which is very satisfying. I don't know. And it's satisfying to learn how much, like, how much better you can do in runs where you don't get gear just by doing simple things like circle kiting the enemies, or using speed tricks, or healing efficiently, or whatever the case is. I don't know. We are not finding a whole lot of gold. Though luckily our plan to just completely starve the entire time isn't backfiring on us so far. I think I'm gonna eat one of the char-grilled meat here, just so I'm hopefully around 50 or 60 when I fight the area boss. And I still don't think he can do damage to me, but better safe than sorry. And we'll stop losing hunger at an accelerated rate once we stop chopping through the walls here anyway. I think that's the, like, breaking rocks is the action that takes extra hunger points in this section. Up here, maybe? Well, that only took one eternity, but we finally have our 40 dark gold ore, and we can go and kill the boss here. Our health is nice and low too, so we're actually going to be able to make nearly full usage out of the the health well that's back on the primary floor. So we do want to be extra careful to not get hit by the rocks he's slinging because we're running around with low health and starving, but should be able to make it work here. And between our armor and our shielding from the seal, we shouldn't be taking too much damage from him at any point anyway. So let's go here. Dodge all these rocks. He's shooting at an accelerated pace right now. He must be really annoyed with me. Nope. And we took our first hit for no reason because I was mashing too quickly. That's okay. Didn't die for it, and that's what matters. It's always better to just do this fight one action at a time, because you don't actually have to take any damage. I think every bit of damage this enemy can do is avoidable. So, there we go. Let's go ahead and we can't get around that way for some reason. He must have spawned too many rocks and blocked the path. That happens sometimes. Oh. We're not going to talk to the blacksmith immediately, because I don't think we actually have anything we want to do at the blacksmith yet. So we're going to go ahead and... Looks like we had a little bit of an unplanned interruption there, but hopefully should be able to fix that in post. And this will all be seamless. So we're just going to finish up this floor now, and then head downwards. We're... I have to reorient myself because ideally the video should be seamless, but it's actually been, you know, I just started playing this again right now after a couple days of not playing, so I'm actually not exactly sure where my train of thought was. Though it is looking like we had quite the powerful build, so either way, I think I'm not too worried about... I probably don't need to really understand what I was going for with +6 anti-magic plate armor and a +2 sword. Oh, we got an enchantment stone for our weapon. That's pretty exciting. I don't think we want to spend that immediately because we want to upgrade our weapon first, and we also haven't... like, we've got the greatsword that might end up being our endgame weapon, but I'm still strong enough that I can be greedy and try to hold out for a great axe or a glaive, so... I probably shouldn't have taken all that poison damage, but I don't know. It's just so trivial to get through the enemies right now. So trivial, our rage mechanic doesn't matter. Let's see, have we identified the fire potion? We have, so we just don't have a fire potion right now. So we'll probably find one later in the level to open up that. Oh, we got a rage spider. Those are always fun. We're gonna head towards the caster first. And we are going to try to be cognizant of the fact that ring out kills should be pretty easy here. So we're gonna... Nope, fail that. Maybe I can aim correctly this time? Yeah, there we go. I wonder if the Ring of Elements is making poison do less damage too, because I noticed the poison was only ticking on me for 1 there, rather than... Actually, I'm not going to want to test that. We're going to unequip the Ring of Elements and see if the poison hits harder. And put it back on. It did drop down to 2, but it was about to drop down to 2 naturally, so I can't really tell. I guess he just poisoned me and I immediately got hit for 2, so yeah, it looks like the Ring of Elements is actually reducing poison damage. Huh. I did not know it did that. That, Might make it a little bit more relevant in my head. Because I figured that all it was ever doing was reducing the damage you took from, like, ice elementals or fire elementals or whatever that, like, did direct elemental damage. But knowing that it works against damage over time spells or effects in this game is pretty relevant, too. Immediately kill that guy and take his plate mail. Which is cool. That's something that we could use for the blacksmith to upgrade our plate mail. Would be pretty cool. Or I'd like to spend all the blacksmith upgrades on weapons at this point, but having an extra plate armor so that we're not wasting if we can't find 3 duplicates of a high quality tier 3 weapon. We'll still have something to do with the upgrades. But we're still, as per usual, we're probably not actually spending those blacksmith upgrades until we backtrack. So, not that that's a huge problem. Did I finish that floor already, or did I just autopilot? No, I didn't finish that floor. We probably wouldn't have a hard time killing the DM-300 or whatever I forget the. I'm always unsure if I'm using the right name for any of the enemies that have DM in their name. Like I know there are a bunch of them, but interesting that we got some zombies on this floor. It's always kind of fun when you see an enemy for, like, it seems like there's some chance to have one enemy from the next set of floors as kind of a spoiler. I imagine that had to be really cool, too, like back, I know when I was first playing this game, I probably, I was probably, like, 10 or 20 runs in the first time I won a run, you know what I mean? So, like, when I was first learning the game, like, every time I got to a new set of 5 floors, it was really exciting, because it was the first time I'd been there. And I bet that the, I should have thrown something into that root instead of stepping into it with my face. I say, immediately doing the same thing again. Oh well. But yeah, back when I was like, you know, every new floor that I achieved was an accomplishment, or every new boss that I killed was an exciting accomplishment. It was probably real cool to get to, you know, floor 14 or whatever, and see an enemy I had never seen before from the Dwarven Halls. So. And I guess even, like, as an experienced player who's, like, doesn't have that sense of, like, newness and wonder from it, like, it's not bad at all for me. Every once in a while it can be annoying, it's like, oh crap, I can't deal with that enemy right now, I'm too weak, but not always the case. Let's throw stuff down there. The Power Fist is kind of interesting. Or the Stone Gauntlet, rather. It'd be great if we were playing Gladiator. So, fast weapons tend to be bad. Oh no, I don't want to drink that. I should play the game instead of trying to talk while I'm trying to use a fire potion. So like fast weapons tend to be bad because they're affected by armor more than slow weapons. Just, you know, the armor applies every time you hit. So if you hit twice as often, you're effectively doubling the value of armor that enemies have. And that still does apply to the Stone Gauntlets, but the problem that most fast weapons have is that effect is so significant that a lot of enemies just reduce the fast weapon damage to 0 in a lot of cases, and the Stone Gauntlets are actually high enough tier and do enough damage that you don't have to worry about that. You'll usually hit for damage every time you swing, which is very good. So I guess I could make a meat pie. Oh wait, no I can't. I've got fish leftovers, not the actual fish. I don't actually want to use the alchemy pot. I think I just clicked on it because I was talking, and I wanted to have a screen that made sense to leave visible for a few seconds while I was rambling. Alright, let's go ahead and kill DM-300. We don't have anything to make us faster for the parts of the fight where he's chasing us, but I somehow think I'll be able to take the hits, is my general thought about that. And our plan is going to be to stand in front of him and attack him with a sword. That seems like a good idea. And we're taking a little bit. We will have to run away from the poison still, unfortunately. But I guess it is nice that I don't have to run as far away from the poison. And we still have the... ooh, that's a lot of switches. I wish I had done some recon. Ooh, that hurt. We're, almost definitely going to be healing after we kill this pylon. There we go. And let's drink that flask, and then we'll just fight him until he shoots poison. We might actually be able to, if he doesn't shoot poison, and we can... he did shoot poison though, so we couldn't transition him while there was still the possibility of him getting trapped on that thin corridor there. It's annoying that he shot poison again immediately, but that is just DM 300 on harder bosses. Just constantly shoot poison. I guess it's not that unmanageable. It's just obnoxious to have to, I don't know, I just want to stand there and fight. I don't want to worry about him shooting poison or doing caster stuff. Alright, we got a pretty easy, pattern here. Then we'll go ahead and... I think I want to be... So I attack here, and I get zapped, and that was dumb of me. And I attack here, and then I... Yeah, there we go. I think with the batter bosses version of this fight, you want to be lined up so that you're chasing the leg of lightning that has like 2 free turns to attack after it. I don't know. That doesn't make sense at all. I'm not quite sure how to describe what I'm going for on that fight, so I'm trying to, but I am not sure how to turn those thoughts into English words. Absolutely not sure how to turn them into words of any other language that I don't know. Yeah, so if we chase the... So you notice I'm just stepping into where one of these specific lightning bits leaves every time. Yep, we got paralyzed and took a couple hits there. Still didn't manage to max out our rage even during the DM fight. On just a +2 sword. I'm actually... Like, I knew that the +2 sword was going to be strong enough for this, but I'm impressed that we absolutely destroyed that boss with a +2 sword. So, pretty exciting. Let's go do our shopping. Get our... I think the magic weapon holster is the only one we don't have yet. Yeah, that's accurate. We'll get that. There's a runic blade there. That's kind of cool. But we already have a great sword, so there's... Oh, we need to grab the stuff that we want to sell, too. Come here, loot. Yoink, 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 yoink. And I should spend my talent points too, actually. Honestly, just because the run is going so well right now and we haven't had a chance to, like, get much rage to make use of any of the rage talents, we're just going to go with Strongman. And I'll save my talents for now. I'm not going to put the last one into Holdfast because I don't think Holdfast is very good. Not necessarily, like, the armor that it gives is decent. I just don't think that talents that say wait to get a benefit are good. Like, there's almost always something better to be doing with your actions than waiting, like in a combat situation. So that's my... Alright, why am I using the weak ring of elements? Unsure. I guess I could actually bring that up to +2 with the blacksmith, and that'd be pretty cool. So I could actually bring it up to +3 with the blacksmith if I used an upgrade on it and combined it. I kind of want to do that, so I think I'm going to. So we'll go ahead and spend the blacksmith charges, and then we'll end the episode after that. So I'm going to need to identify the plate mail that I have. So yeah, that should work. He's on floor 13, I believe. It's kind of a big floor. I never quite notice when I'm exploring the dungeon how big the floor is, because I'm looking at the small part of it that I'm on most of the time, but going back through, I'm like, wow, I didn't realize it was this big. So let's upgrade that. Let's reforge like that, and then detach, reforge like that. There we go. We're very tanky. Excuse me. And we've got just over 50% elemental resistance, so that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I didn't realize it was most magical effects as well. That must be why I must have never bothered actually reading the item, and I just read the name of it. Well, I guess that's my bad. Because I was noticeably happy with how little I cared about the spiders. Because the poison just wasn't doing any damage to me while I was wearing those. So, no drop, unfortunately. Alright, so we're gonna end the episode there. Let's see, what do I need to look up? I need to see exactly how Ring of Arcana interacts with the anti-magic enchant, and I think that's all I really need to look up at this point. I guess I could... Oh, we could probably get at least one upgrade out of our shoes, so we'll go ahead and do that. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And we should put them on the hotbar too, just so I remember to use them. Okay, now for real. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything you saw or you want to see anything in the future, let me know and I'll try to respond to you. Other than that, love y'all, hope everybody enjoyed the video, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.